Hi guys, my name is CJ Iba Bacquiao, and for today's video, I will be discussing the meaning of computer security. First of all, what comes to your mind when you hear the word computer security? Computer security is the protection of computer system and information from harm, theft, and unauthorized use. It involves methods to prevent and detect attacks on hardware, users, and data. Computer security is like putting a lock, CCTV, alarm, and password in your house, but in computer. So, we have many different types of security in computer security. Number 1, application security. Securing software applications from vulnerabilities that could be exploited by attackers. Examples: writing code that isn't resistant to common vulnerabilities such as SQL, injection, and cross-site scripting. Number 2, network security. Protecting the network infrastructure from unauthorized access, misuse, or attacks. Examples: act as a barrier between a trusted and untrusted networks, controlling network traffic based on predefined rules. Number 3, cybersecurity. Educating users about cybersecurity threats and best practices. Examples: phishing simulations send fake phishings, emails to employees to test your ability to identify and avoid phishing attacks. Number 4, information security. Means protecting information and information system from unauthorized access, use, disclosure, disruption, modification, or destruction. Examples: using algorithms to scramble data, making it unreadable to unauthorized parties. For instance, encrypting sensitive files on a laptop or using HTTPS to secure web traffic. That is the different types of security in computer security. I hope you learned something, and bye!
What is virus? Virus is a hardware program that secretly installs itself, replicates, and corrupts files or programs. Its goal is often to damage the systems or make it unusable. Mga epekto sa mga computer systems. Maaaring kabilang sa mga epekto ng virus ang pagkasira ng mga file o data, pagbagal ng performance ng computer, pagkakalat ng virus sa ibang mga device, at ang pang-apat, pagnanakaw ng mga personal na information. 7. What is worm? Worm is a self-replicating program that is spread across computers without human help. It can quickly multiply and consume storage or network resources, mga network connections, mga email attachment, mga infected na software downloads, mga vulnerability sa operating systems applications o aplikasyon. Ang mga worm ay maaaring nagdudulot ng mga sumusunod na problema. Una, pagbagal ng performance ng computer. Pangalawa, pagkakalat ng malware sa ibang mga device. Pangatlo, pagnanakaw ng mga personal na information o impormasyon. Pang-apat, pagkasira ng mga file o data. Third, phishing. Phishing is a trick where attackers pose as trusted people or companies through fake emails or messages to steal sensitive data like password or bank details. Mga password, mga numero ng credit card, mga impormasyon sa pagkakakilanlan. Ginagawa nila ito sa pamamagitan ng pagpapanggap bilang isang lehitimong entity tulad ng mga bangko, mga kumpanya ng online shopping, mga social media platforms. Upang maiwasan ang phishing, mahalaga ang tips na ito: pag-iingat sa mga suspicious na email o mensahe. Pangalawa, pag-verify ng mga website at entity bago magbigay ng impormasyon. Pangatlo, paggamit ng mga strong password at two-factor authentication. At pang-apat, pag-install ng antivirus software at pag-update ng operating system. Botnet. A botnet collections of affected computers, zombies controlled by hackers. These are used to perform large-scale attacks such as spamming or DDoS. Ang mga botnet ay ginagamit para sa iba't ibang layunin tulad ng pagpapadala ng spam o malware, pag-atake sa mga website o network gamit ang DDoS, Distribution Denial of Service, pagnanakaw ng personal na information o data, pagbebenta ng mga serbisyo ng botnet sa ibang mga hacker o attacker. Ang mga botnet ay maaaring kontrolado gamit ang iba't ibang paraan tulad ng malware o virus na kumakalat sa mga computer, phishing o social engineering na nagpapadala ng mga link o attachment na may malware, mga vulnerability sa mga software operating system. Upang maprotektahan ang iyong computer mula sa mga botnet, importante na una sa lahat, mag-ingat sa mga link o attachment na hindi mo kilala. Pangalawa, mag-update ng iyong operating system at software. Pangatlo, gumamit ng antivirus software at firewall. Number 4, magkaroon ng malakas na password at seguridad sa iyong mga account. At kung sa tingin mo ay nahack ang iyong computer, importante na agad na kumilos upang maprotektahan ito at maiwasan anumang pinsala. 5 is rootkit, a hidden program that allows hacker to secretly control a computer, change settings, or execute commands without being detected. Ang rootkit ay maaaring magtago ng mga malware o virus, magbigay ng access sa mga hackers sa computer, monitor ng mga aktibidad sa computer, at magbago ng mga settings ng sistema. Ang mga rootkit ay mahirap tuklasin dahil sila ay nagtatago sa mga systems o file, nagpapalit ng mga system call, nagpapahirap sa pag-access ng mga system log. Upang maprotektahan ang iyong sarili laban sa rootkit, mahalaga ang pag-install ng antivirus software na may rootkit detections, pag-update ng operating systems at mga applications. Keylogger, a tool that records everything typed on a keyboard, letting attackers steal login details, passwords, and private messages. Maaaring gamitin ang keylogger upang makakuha ng mga passwords, makakakuha ng mga numero ng credit card, makakakuha ng mga impormasyon sa pagkakakilanlan, makakakuha ng mga mensahe o komunikasyon. Mayroong dalawang uri ng keylogger. Una, software-based na keylogger, isang programa na naka-install sa computer o device. Pangalawa naman, hardware-based keylogger, isang device na nakonekta sa keyboard o sa computer lang.
A pleasant morning everyone, I am Crisal Valdez. For today's we discuss about the important terms in computer security are words that describe how computer can be attacked or protected. The first one is vulnerability or ang kahinaan, weakness in a system that attackers can be exploit o mas alam nating ito ay puwang sa depekto sa isang sistema na maaaring samantalahin ng mga attackers. For example, ang paggamit ng lumang version ng software na mayroon ng nakilalang mga security flaws. The second one is the backdoor o ang lihim na daan. Ito ay sikretong paraan para lampasan ang normal na seguridad at makapasok sa isang sistema na hindi napapansin. For example, ang paggamit ng mga programa tulad ng back or revise upang kontrolin ang isang computer mula sa malalayong lugar. At ang pangatlo ay ang denial of service or DOS and DDoS attack. Ito ay ang pag-atake na naglalayong pabagsakin ang isang sistema sa pamamagitan ng pagpapadala ng sobrang daming traffic or gas. For example, ang pagbaha sa isang website na maraming peking bisita para hindi ma-access ng tunay na users. Pang-apat, direct access attack. Direktang pag-atake. Ito ay kapag ang isang tao ay pisikal na nakapasok sa isang computer at nag-install ng malware o nagnakaw ng mga datos. For example, pag-iwan ng computer na naka-unlock sa isang pampublikong lugar na nagbibigay daan sa iba na mag-install ng keylogger. At ang panglima ay ang evil eavesdropping o pagdinig ng lihim. Ito ay palihim na pakikinig o pagkuha ng mga pribadong impormasyon na nagmumula sa network. For example, ang paggamit ng mga software upang ma-intercept ang mga email o mensahe na ipinapadala sa Wi-Fi network. At ang pang-anim ay spoofing or ang pagpapanggap. Ito ay pagpapanggap bilang ibang tao o sistema sa pamamagitan ng pagpapalsipika ng mga datos. For example, ang pagpapadala ng email na mukhang galing sa isang letihimong kumpanya para makakuha ng sensitibong impormasyon. And for number 7 is tampering or pagbabago ng walang pahintulot. Ito ay sinasadyang pagbabago sa isang produkto o sistema upang ito ay maging mapaminsala. For example, paglalagay ng virus sa isang software bago ito ipamahagi sa publiko. For number 10 is repudiation o pagtanggi. Ito ay pagtanggi sa pagiging may tunay na isang digital signature o transaction. For example, pagtanggi sa isang online purchase matapos itong gawin. And for number 8 is information disclosure o pagbubunyag ng mga impormasyon. Ito ay paglabas ng mga pribadong impormasyon o sensitibong datos sa mga hindi otorisadong tao. For example, ang pag-upload ng confidential documents sa isang pampublikong cloud storage. For number 10 is repudiation o pagtanggi. Ito ay pagtanggi sa pagiging may tunay na isang digital signature o transaction. For example, pagtanggi sa isang online purchase matapos itong gawin. For number 11 is exploits, pagsasamantala. Ito ay code o programa na ginagamit upang samantalahin ang mga software bugs. For example, paggamit ng isang exploit upang makapasok sa isang sistema na mayroong kilalang vulnerability. And for the last one is indirect attack o hindi direktang pag-atake. Ito ay paggamit ng ibang computer o sistema para itago ang tunay na pinagmulan ng pag-atake. Halimbawa, ang paggamit ng Tor network upang malunsad ang cyber attack ng hindi natutunton.
John Dorado, Group 6, and today I'm explaining what is computer crime and top 10 cybercrime prevention tips. Computer crime, any illegal activity that uses a computer or network, such as hacking, unauthorized access to a computer system or network. Hacking is when someone breaks into a computer system without a permission. Identity theft, stealing personal info to commit fraud or other crimes. Identity theft happens when someone takes your personal information like your name or bank details to commit fraud. Spreading malware, distributing software designed to harm or exploit systems. Malware is harmful software that can damage or control your computer. It's often spread through suspicious downloads or emails. Cyber stalking, harassing or threatening someone online. Cyber stalking is when someone constantly harasses or threatens another person online. Online scam, deceiving people into revealing sensitive info or sending money. Online scam trick people into giving away money or personal information. Number 1. Use strong passwords. Choose a password that's hard to guess. Use a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. For example, MYP@SSW0RD is stronger than PASSW's ORD123. Passwords are your first defense. Make them unique and hard to guess. Never use simple passwords like 12345 because hackers can guess those easily. Number 2. Secure your computer. Install antivirus software and keep it updated. This will help protect your computer from viruses and other bad stuff. Antivirus act like a shield for your computer. Keeping it updated ensures you are protected against the latest threat. Number 3, be social media smart. Don't share personal info like your address or phone number on social media. Keep your profiles private and only friends people you know. Be careful with what you post. Once personal details are online, they can be misused. Keep things private and connect only with real friends. Number 4, protect mobile device. Only download apps from trusted sources like the App Store or Google Play. Don't download apps from weird websites or emails. Some apps from unknown sources may carry viruses. Always download from official stores to stay safe. Number 5, update your system. Regularly update your phone, tablet, or computer to get the latest security fixes. Updates are not just for new features, they also fix security problems. Skipping updates can make your device easier to hack. Number 6, protect your data. Use encryption and backups to keep your important files safe. This may even if someone hacks into your computer, your files will be protected. Think of encryption as a lock for your files, and backup are like extra copies, so even if your system is attacked, your data isn't lost. Number 7 is secure Wi-Fi. Be careful when using public Wi-Fi. Don't do online banking or shopping on public Wi-Fi as it might not be secure. Public Wi-Fi can be risky because hackers might be watching. Use it only for simple browsing, but avoid typing passwords or doing banking there. Protect your identity. Don't click on weird links or emails that ask for your personal info. These might be scams. Scammers often send fake emails that look real. Always double check before clicking links or giving information. Number 9, avoid scams. If you see something weird or get a suspicious email, tell a grown-up right away. They can help you figure out what to do. Don't try to solve scams alone. It's safer to ask for help from someone experienced if you're unsure. Number 10, call for help. If you encounter any online threats or suspicious activity, don't hesitate to report it to the authorities. Your internet service provider or IT support, they can provide assistance and guidance on how to proceed. When things feel dangerous online, don't ignore them. Report immediately to the right people so they can guide you on what to do next.
Confidentiality ensures information is kept secret and only accessible to authorized users. Function of confidentiality: protect sensitive data from unauthorized access using encrypted passwords and access controls.
Integrity, and the definition is ensures data is accurate, trustworthy, and not altered without permission. And the function is maintains correctness of data and verifies the authenticity of its source using hashing, checksum, and digital signature. For example, a newspaper publishes correct data but attribute to the wrong source. Data integrity is fine, but origin integrity is broken. The hardware is faulty storage device, corrupting files, users insider modifying company records, and the data is malware tampering with files, man-in-the-middle attacks.
Availability ensures information and systems are available and usable when needed. What is the function of availability? Keep system running and reliably using backups, redundancy, and protection against overload or failures.